Hey gang, I'm back. That didn't work out so well. Seems I did update it, but it just isn't working. And now it is work. Okay, back to where we were. Sorry. We are building a I don't know, gazebo or something here. It might be a big one. I don't know. I just haven't decided whether it's going to be 6-sided or 8-sided. That's where I am right now. So here we go. Obviously, we're going to build it out of wood. Which happens to be a wall decoration. But it's still loading it. Which takes forever. Okay, so let's start off with a piece of wood. I think that's our best bet. Okay, I've done this before. And I'm going to reference that because I can't really think of what to do. I don't know how I did it before. I don't know how it would work. I cannot see it. Trinity Towers. Oh, there it is. You know, this thing is freaking huge, so I don't have room for it. But how did I do this? It was... Oh. Okay. So there we go. We know our answer. All the boards have to go in the same direction. Which will be just fine. Now, I said I would have to build the inside first. But no, I really have to build all of it first. Yes. But the problem that's going to occur here... Let's think this out, because if I just jump right in, I'm going to make a mess of it, out of it. So what I need to do... Let's just do this for now. Now, that's obviously going to be too big. Oh, these are all different pieces. Okay. That's no good. I did that? I did which? The thing that I just pulled up? Yeah. all of this is... I don't use other other builders' stuff in my parks that I build publicly. It's all custom built. Okay, so I want this. Add them into a building and edit that building. Oh, it got it. So is that big enough? Hey, Marco. Okay, so it's too big. See, that's dangerous. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. If I have anything different on one side from the other, it's going to mess it all up. It'll throw off the balance. And it just won't turn properly. Okay, so we have this. Or do we? What I really should do here is this. Yeah, it just doesn't give me the right one that I want. And I have to do it like that. So I realize now why it's been so awkward and difficult for me or why I haven't been able to concentrate on my gaming this week. And I'm hoping I'll be fine now. But yeah, today was my last day at the contract I've been at for the last 5.5 years. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's really kind of weird. So, what am I doing now? Is this the inner ring? How big is this thing? Yeah, that's probably whoops. Come on. Yep. That's probably the inner circle, I would say. Now, what am I gonna do here? Okay, if I have this, why don't I have a menu that explain? There we go, finally. But it won't give me the thing unless I do it twice. There we go. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. So now what do I need to do? I need to figure out how this is going to work. Okay, so if we put an outer edge of trim, it's just slightly higher. Like it comes in like that. Damn. I should have done this before, not after. This is not a thing I did to do now. This is a thing to have been done when I put the other thing on. There we go. Okay, so we'll grab this. Finally. Okay, so we got that. Now what I need to do is something more along the lines of this. I'm going to take this, I'm going to bring it into just underneath here. So you can't really see. That's too wide of a... I don't know what's going on anymore. Nobody's coming to the stream as of like 2 days ago. It's like YouTube's not telling people or something. I don't like the pattern that's forming. But maybe I'll like it later. Maybe it'll grow on me. The last thing you want is something growing on you. Okay, so here's where we cross a line. Now I don't know what to do about this. Do I just do this? Is that an acceptable solution? I don't know. There are no written rules. Alright, let's see if it works. Take that one too? Or what the heck, eh? There we go. Ooh. That just didn't change it at all. There we go. No. Hey, Wolfie. So is everybody ready for a lot of streams? Like, I mean, like, in the next week, expect, like, a lot of streaming. Let me figure out an example here. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna stream at noon. Probably Far Cry. That was stupid. For hey Roots. So and then Far Cry for like, I don't know, 4 hours or so. Or I'm going to try to. Basically, I'm off for the next few days. More than a few days. I'm off tomorrow. Yeah. So, I'm going to be able to stream a lot. Okay, so there we go. We have built this. Let's now build up. But, you know, we're gonna need something strong to hold this up. I think we're gonna have to use columns. Not really a vacation, more of just a decompression week after 5.5 years on a contract. I'm taking a week to, you know, get my bearings, and then maybe I'll be back into a new contract by the time I get back. But so yeah, today was the last day of the contract I've been on for 5.5 years. It's kind of weird, you know. Just kind of weird. Okay. Not that I knew this was coming for a year, I guess. Well, a year and a bit. Because I ended up having to stay for a while. Yeah, don't align to like anything in reality. Oh, boink. It's like, but it doesn't care if it's the side, it's the top. I don't know what it's doing. But it's responding very, 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 very slowly. That's what it's doing. Okay, and it's not 30. Is it 30? No, it's not 30. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. It's no, we can't do it. Ah, crap. I really wish there was an angle that I could see what I've changed. But I can't. All I gotta do is experiment. Nope, not right. Nope, not right. Yep, right. So this is going to cover this corner. And it's going to be all pretty like. I'm building a gazebo. Do you know what, is it like a common term? It sounds like an obscure, weird term to me. But I've known it all my life, so it still seems weird. But yes, I'm building it's not a screen gazebo. It's like just a regular like I don't know what they call that. It's like, hey Mike, thanks for liking and subscribing. And welcome to the stream. It's like, ooh, that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, now everybody else like and subscribe. Or at least like. Please. No, I'm starting to sound desperate. Okay, so did I do a good thing? Did I do a good thing? Probably not. This is going to be okay. A little bit of fixing of crookedness is not a bad thing, but it might make it a little weird when I go to do the top. Oh, some Planet Coaster haunts me, I tell you. Because, you know, I've been here for, well, I've been here since the Spooky Pack came out. And I haven't left this world. I've been in here building this one world. And it can get to you. It really can. But when it's done, I'll be so, you know, the results will just speak for themselves, hopefully. But nobody's going to believe me when I say I spent like, oh yeah, I spent 500 hours building a single park. Okay, so now we need a fence. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to find anything to match this. I'm just like imagining this thing to be like something that was, well, I don't know. It looks a little kind of modern, but like something that was built a long time ago. Maybe they had like weddings there or something like that. It sort of fits the same theme as the Stanley Hotel, but you know, it just fits in with this area, I think. No, I don't think that's weird. I want to go fishing. That's what I want to do. I haven't gone fishing in years. But there used to be a place where I'd like go, oh yeah, this is where I want to be. I want to go down here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, stand on the shore. It's probably gone, you know. It's probably gone. I destroyed my fishing spot. Maybe down here. Do some fishing. Find a way to get out to the island. I don't know. But I'm the same. It's not inspiration. Inspiration isn't my problem. It's something else. It's basically well, you know, I've been here for 1,452 hours total. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. It's burnout. Hey, Norbert. Yeah, it's burnout. I know that. Okay, so we need some good solid structure here. I think maybe I will just use beams, like the same thing as this. Oh, actually, I was looking for the fence first. Sorry, getting sidetracked. The other thing I wish is I could change the color of this, but I can't. It's also going to be weird. It's almost like I need like the bottom piece of that post in order to put all the way around the outside, but we'll see when we get there. I'm overthinking it probably. Okay, so fences. And more coffee. You got a present for me on Fallout? Awesome. That'll, what am I gonna play Fallout? I don't know, I might even play Fallout later tonight. See, I'm still having... it's been tough to progress in Fallout because I don't play Fallout as much as other people. I have this distribution of games. You could Marco, people have made animated fish in the toolmaker, the theme maker's toolkit. So I could have like fish in here and actually be, fishing. Maybe somebody's made a fishing guy. I don't know. You can do anything you want. I can't seem to do anything I want, but that's another story altogether. I try to do what I want, but for some reason I'm just absolutely off. I can do the modeling. I just can't get the poly counts down. So that's bad. Okay, so what do I want? Is this sort of thing? Is that what I want? I know it's not that. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kind of wish it was bigger. Oh no! The floor is, it's sorry, it's the Planet Coaster's so far behind it's ridiculous. It's drum roll please. We're waiting for a menu change. Anytime, thank you. It's the no, it's not. The whole thing so far is built out of wooden plank 4 meter. And, of course, wooden column 4 meter base. So it's all wooden plank 4 meter at this point. This is not how I want this, though. This I want to be... I want it to fit. Like, you know what I mean? That almost fits. Maybe if I bring that up like that. See, then it seems like it's floating there. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. That looks okay. Now, of course, it's not going to line up. I knew that. But that's the thing. If it did, everything would just be perfect. And it probably wouldn't look very real. I think it's some of the crookedness to things that makes it... you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to move it back down. I still think it needs to go down. Well, I guess they need to be here. You want to use my train? Which train station? The this one and this one here? That's not a train station. This one? Or the glass one? Because this one is impossible. Even though that doesn't seem like a lot of pieces. But the problem with that not being a lot of pieces is that's a lot of pieces. I love that. Oh. This is a lot of pieces too. This is a really lot of pieces. These are each 1,300 pieces a piece. So yeah, this one would be impossible. But this one down here, we could definitely get this on the workshop. This one, the whole thing is 3,516 parts plus the floor. The floor or just the upper floor? Oh yeah, it won't let me click it because it's on top of a path. Damn you, floor. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. There we go. 2 buildings, 4,381 parts. So I could do it without the floor. I'm pretty sure it's just the floor. What remains? But you know how much of a nightmare it would be to build that? But yeah, I could definitely upload the shell. I don't know if I want that public though. You know what I mean? Like you could use it. Where was I? But I don't know if I want, because it's like, it would be like incomplete. I don't know. That looks pretty good. I'm okay with that. We'll use those. Because they have some variation in the middle. Stuff like that. I'm gonna now try to put a roof on this. And that's going to be... Ooh, that's going to be a problem. But, you know, I put a roof on something like this before. I might have actually... It might have fallen. Let me go have a look. I'm just going to slap a blueprint down here. And we'll see. Not Serenity Towers. We want the Haunted Mansion. What? It's like, yeah, forget what you're doing. I'm gonna pop this open. Okay, so this one I built up a little bit weird. I'm not going to be able to do that with this one. This new one is just way too... undo. I don't want to delete it. I want to undo it. Hello. Thank you. So my roof is going to have to be a little more complex than what we saw there. I'm going to find beams to put across here. We're going to run... Basically, we'll build a rafter from one side to the other, and then we'll quadruplicate that across the other things. And then we'll have to figure out how we're going to put stuff on that. So let's start with the beams. And I think to get the beams the best way would be to take this angle and... Why is my nose so itchy? And swap it out with the beam. I don't know why I changed to scenery. I was thinking I needed something there, but I just wanted to waste 20 seconds. Sorry. You're wathing. How is... Oh, okay. Still didn't change. It ignored my click. Oh, I know why. Because it was changing the other way. Okay, so here we go. We're going to use, I believe... it's not doing it anymore. We want that, and we want to swap it with this. You know, they really need to make some rules about the items they have in this game. Because that shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't be a thing. Everything should line up and be swappable at that level. I think. You know. But, I guess, what do I know? I guess I know a few things. Okay, so. What? Remember, it's the imperfections that make it look real. You're going to upgrade your internet. I've thought of upgrading my internet, but really it wouldn't get me any better upload speed. So I'm very hesitant. It's the upload that I always concern myself with, not with the download. The download is more than sufficient. But yeah, your internet is pretty slow. Hey, Martin. Welcome back. Do I have that? Probably, eh? Looks good. It doesn't look good. It looks crooked. Yeah, routers are like things like routers are things like I always have two of them. Because if something fails, it's better for me to have one up on a shelf over here rather than having to go to Best Buy just to have a stream that day. So I have a router, my Netgear. Netgear? I think it's a Netgear, and then I've got a D-Link gaming router up here. Even my water cooler, I've got an H100i here and an H100i in my computer because, you know, it's like a fan. You don't know if it's gonna go. A fan going wouldn't be such a big deal, but a water cooler going, that would probably put a dent in my gaming time. What am I building? It's like a gazebo type structure, I believe is what it would be called. Hey, Jeffrey. Oh, that was almost a mistake. Okay, I'm happy with that. But this is where I'm going to start to run into issues. Is here, because now we've got these triangles. And how do you put... That's not... Okay, what I'm looking for is not here. Not a wall decoration. No. Maybe it's a roof decoration.
Say double nail on it.
Okay, now the thing that's going to destroy the whole building is this step here. I don't know if that'll stay. I don't know. I don't like that either. I also don't like that it makes it into a gridded building. Uh-oh. Go away, grid. Go away. There we go. Grid is gone. So now we need to cover this. And that's what I'm really having a problem with, it's gonna have to be... Well, I got two ways of doing this. We could make the assumption that nobody's going to look up underneath it. And that's one way. The other way is to not do that, and it would look ugly from both sides. So I think I'm going to go with option number one. It's also the more difficult option. But hey, I'm not here to do easy. Easy doesn't get us anywhere. So let's make our lives awkward and painful and difficult. Did I say painful? I didn't mean to. Painful. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tile strip down here out of wooden back bracket number 3. And we'll see if we can do that. And once I have that, I can move that into place. But the problem with this is... Okay, so we're going to bring this right up to the tip here. We'll start it right. And then we're going to come down to here. But the thing is, when we get here, or really only the option here is to go like that. And I notice I moved it up a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to take this, and Planet Grocer is going to laugh at me. Then I'm going to take this and do the same thing. We're going to move it up. And you'll understand what I mean when I say people don't look at the other side would be a good thing. Didn't realize this was going to be such a... I guess I did realize it was going to be a task. .5 megahertz. I hope you're meaning gigahertz. Gigs? No. No. What am I thinking here? Maybe not. Yeah, see, I did that when I first started, and I realized I wasn't really gaining anything. The occasional crash was not worth it to me because I was recording, and so if anything went wrong, I'd lose recordings. Hey, Nick. Yeah, it is a long time. A real long time. How you doing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a big panel of these. And I think it'll look like tiles. I'm hoping it'll look like tiles. I'm going to change color as well. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. CPU Z, right? I got that. Whoa. Four gigahertz. Yeah, mine's running at 4 gigahertz, so you're mine is 1,000 times faster than yours. I don't know why your thing says megahertz. That's my CPU. Is at 4.0 gigahertz. Now, my memory frequencies or timings table, I don't know. But yeah, it's got to be gigahertz. A GTX 1660? It should be an upgrade, good upgrade from the RX 470. Isn't the 1660 to basically to play in between 1 and 4K? Like, isn't it supposed to be like that? It's better than a 980, but it's not as good as a 1080 Ti or anything like that. Okay, you know what? I'm getting lazy. .5 gigahertz. What? Oh, core speed 4,498 4,498.95 megahertz, 4.5 gigahertz. Basically. Yeah, it's megahertz. Sorry, it's gigahertz. It just like mine is 4,400 megahertz. So the number you're looking at should be the one. Oh wow, you're running a 4770K at 4,498 megahertz. Well, okay, let's call it 4.5 gigahertz. I'm running a. Okay, I am running my core at 4,400 gigahertz. 4,400 megahertz. Wait a minute here. Alexa, what's 4,400 megahertz in gigahertz? 4.4 gigahertz. She's just using a straight 1,000. But they might, no, the frequency they would be doing that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely in the gigahertz. Which you'd have to be. I screwed up. Yeah, so you're running your chip, which is basically a generation of gaming chip before mine, at basically 100 megahertz faster. I have a 44 times multiplier on 100 megahertz. That's weird though. What I find weird on yours is that 99.98 megahertz on the bus speed. Why isn't it 100? Shouldn't that be 100? Okay, so the first thing we need to do here is rotate this which we can't do. There's no rotation that'll fit this. So we'll have to do it by hand. And what I want to do is I want to get it to fit like here. Like that's the middle. The exact middle. Not the side of it is the middle. The middle of it is the middle. If that makes any sense. And now we also have a little bit of a problem here. Where this is not reaching there. And that problem is going to be solved by rotating it. Because we did inch everything up a little as we went to create the whole tile or shingle look. So that's where that's going to be. And then now I have to think, is this right? Is this going to work? think this might work. $3.4 GHz, yeah. Yeah, I remember my first PC, like Windows PC, was 333 megahertz. It only had one core. It's gonna be a gazebo with 3,000 pieces. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Which is good, because that was a mess. It's a real mess. So I went to cook my well as oh yeah, Nick, it's an excellent card. You can't go wrong with a 1660. You really can't. So I went last night to cook my as Wolfie calls it, my Meals on Wheels. But I realized there's a big difference. Aren't Meals on Wheels cooked? So I went to cook my meal, and it looked like it was going to be awesome. It was bacon squash risotto with yeah, it looked awesome. See, you took the squash and you put, oil, salt, pepper, and chili flakes, and you toss that all together, and then you put it on a baking sheet and baked it in the oven. And then you cooked bacon. You baked the bacon in the oven. So from that, basically, then what you did was, this is like this is not casual cooking. The level of this is much higher. So basically, I made some broth, and then in a frying pan, I fried up onions, garlic, and then and other stuff. And then to that onions and garlic, I added this rice, and it wasn't normal rice. It's not a rice, it's not basmati, it's not jasmine rice, it's some other weird rice. And oh, look how crooked that is. That's awful. Who built this? And some Italian seasoning and salt and pepper. And I added that to the rice. And then what they make you do is take half a cup of this 4.5 cups of boiled broth and add half a cup at a time. And it took me 25 minutes to cook that rice, adding half a cup of water at a time, stirring it in, waiting till it had absorbed. And this is actually a story of disappointment. Because the next step, what they made you do, and this is not the way this should be. This is not what I'm paying. Like that meal, all the stuff for that meal cost me $25. It was not cheap. I could have got that in a restaurant for much less. Well, maybe not much less, for less. But it's not cheap. Like that's the bottom line. This service is supposed to give you high quality meals, and they cost some money. So I open up the Parmesan cheese, which is supposed to be mixed in with this after the bacon is all cut up, and after the squash is mixed in with the risotto. After you're done this whole thing, you take this Parmesan cheese and you take half of it and you mix it in, and it's powdered Parmesan cheese. It's not real Parmesan cheese. One of the ingredients in this Parmesan cheese is cellulose. Hey, the trainer. How you doing? My day's been good. So one of the ingredients in this Parmesan cheese is cellulose, and I'm like, this is absolutely disgusting. I'm paying you people to provide me with the ingredients and the instructions to basically cook gourmet meals, and you put a bag full of dried, powdered Parmesan cheese, which isn't even all cheese, in here, and you're like, yeah, this is what you get. And I'm like, that's absolutely disgusting. Like, what are you doing? I think I really screwed this up, Maybe not really. Maybe just a little bit screwed up. So yeah, I was not happy about that. That was quite disgusting. You dump all this powder all over your food. It basically sucked up all the moisture in the entire thing. It made my meal into like a paste. Just a disgusting, gross paste, dried up paste. That was basically unedible for $25. And it's not just my meal, because I take that for lunch. Like that's what I eat at work. So they not only did that. What? No. Why do you want to go that way? Why you do that? Why you do that? So, yeah, was not happy with them yesterday. So yeah, what the deal is with that is basically $100 a week. 4 bags with the ingredients to make 4 meals to serve 2. That's why I end up with food for work, food for lunches. And then all I gotta buy is beef jerky. Does that look better? My day's been pretty good. It's been a weird day because like today was my last day at the contract that I've been working at for the last 5 years. So it's kind of been like, you know, bittersweet in a way. Like there's a lot of people I became acquainted with over 5.5 years. And I might not see some of them again. Unless I specifically go there to see them. So, yeah. Okay, have a good one, Jeffrey. We will see you, I don't know, maybe tune in tomorrow during the day. Well, during my day. And I'll do some earlier streaming. Maybe you can see the rest of that Far Cry New Dawn game you won't be playing. Sorry, I don't mean it that way. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, me too. 3-day weekend, that is. What the heck? Hope this works. I know I'll be able to make it work. My eyes don't burn out first. Blink. Blink. So last night I ended up watching somebody playing Horizon Zero Dawn on Twitch. And I was like, oh boy, do I want to play that again. That was such an awesome game. Okay, so as you can see, we have a little bit of a problem. Though, you know, it doesn't look like a problem from here. It does, because those things actually disappear. And now we can only see the bare wood underneath. That's a problem. But then again, you know, how is it a problem? I think come on, Planet Coaster, seriously. What, would you like some more graphical processing power? Like, why doesn't this? Oh, that's why it's not made out of that. Okay. I guess it really doesn't matter. It's pretty bad, eh? Oh well. Well, Wow, this is not gonna be easy. And everybody's just gonna go look at it and go, hey, that's just gonna leak when it rains. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, this is gonna suck. Or maybe not. No. No! Crap. I hate you sometimes, Planet Coaster. Just because I want to get out of something doesn't mean I want to completely deselect everything I've selected. Spent so much time selecting. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. It should be an easy thing to fix. Okay. So, I think that turned out unbelievably awesome. Wow. I would have never expected it to look that, like the roof itself, to look that uniform and that, not, look that real. So, what we need to do now is put something in the top there. Okay. I think I did okay. Excuse me. Why did I feel like that just went sideways? I hate how when you move something, like I'm moving now, I move it, got it in place, no problem, I can go click something else. Move this. No problem, everything's good, I don't have to do anything. But as soon as I go and I duplicate this, I have to actually hit escape to get out of it. And now I think that's probably the opposite of another problem I complain about, so I don't know what the best solution for that is. So you know, it's always hard to say. The other thing we're learning from this, of course, is each of these is different again. But, you know, what can we do? Which basically means by the time we get this over to the other side, it might be crooked. But we have no choice. It's just the way it is. Okay, so I think I want to maintain the direction of everything. So again, we're going to do the same thing. This up a little higher. You know, not completely level. Not level. Flat to that. Take that. Come on, come on. Line up, line up, line up. Not too shabby. I can't see how much space there is there. That's about right. Oh yeah, the island's going to be changed a little. There's going to be quite a bit of an overgrowth. I'm going to like strip some of the parts off, have it broken down a bit. Add some spooky lights and some boardwalks. Like maybe I'll create some bridges, cool looking bridge to go across, and maybe contact a point here and then have a boardwalk or something. What is this? Why does it think I want it? And let the flooring begin. So this is going to be a little bit of a task. I flipped it right around. So this has to go down, like below that edge, so that when we bring it down here, it's like a nice finish. Thing is though, this is going to spread out pretty quickly. Like we're already over 2 boards. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of this and I'm going to put like a veranda around it. And we'll have that out over the water with posts holding it all up and everything like that. Rocks down underneath, some plants. So part of it can be off the edge. And, you know. So Wolfie, this is the same way I built that other floor. Wow. Is that what would you guys call this? The gazebo? What would you call this? So I have messed up. I think I'm going to take one of these out. We'll have 3 open pieces, and then every second one closed over there. That's how we're going to do it. But I am going to take this and this away. I didn't really need that. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Okay, let's hope this fits. I really hate getting to the other end and finding out it doesn't fit. This is pretty good. I should probably... Oh, damn. Thank you. If we have any crossover, we want it sort of here, so I'm probably best off building up from this edge. I think this is gonna work. OMG! It's Nick. Oh yeah, hey Nick, you wouldn't believe who was here earlier today. It was Nick. You remember Nick, I'm sure. You've been here long enough. Ah! No! Oh yeah, I know you would remember Nick. He was one of the mods at one point. Yes. So here we go. I'm going to finish this up here. And then I'm going to either do a little trick or not. We will see if it's required. Okay, so I think we don't need to do the trick. The trick was going to be to move half the entire thing over, like a quarter inch. But I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to fake it. I'm just going to line that board up. Oh, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, I'm not going to fake it. I'm going to actually have to do it. Okay, nobody's going to even notice this. I don't think that was my intent. Okay. Let's think this out. Gonna go in here. We're gonna go scenery. We want to be in scenery. Wait a minute. My core speed just jumped up to 4,500. Weird. I'm still running that thing for some reason. Okay, we want fences. And again, this is where I really wish we had a bench that we could put on the ground. So I'd love to put some benches around this. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'm going to throw some rocks in the water. Now, let's hope they fix this. If not, I'm going to quit right now. And I'll never ever play Planet Coaster ever, ever, ever again. Yeah, right. So, did they fix the water being a solid object? Now, I need alpine rocks for this. Good. Huh? Nope, the water is still a solid object. That is just so stupid. That is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. So in order to place a rock under the water, you have to specifically move the rock. Because, you know, it won't contour to the land underneath the water. Frontier, you need to fix that. Because that's ridiculous. There's nobody wants this. Nobody wants this feature. This is not a feature. This is breaking the functionality that we already had. And this thing needs to actually move based on the ground that it's on, not the water. If I want it flat, there's a button for that. So now that you fixed the whole XYZ averaging, maybe it's time to take a look at this new feature that you've added and remove it, because it's just wrong. It doesn't make any sense. It's completely illogical for what we do in this game. Yeah, I would be grateful. Thank you. It's quite the assumption that they're watching, eh? They're not. I know better. I'm not a moron. Though I play one on the internet. I'm not a moron. I just play one on TV. Oh, can you? And now, we wait. Okay, so what are we doing here? Just a piece of garbage. Now the problem, of course, is this. There's a huge possibility okay, it's letting me put it back. That's good. Because I really, really, really need to put that water back. Yeah. Looks like YouTube's glitching. I don't know what just happened. Something bad happened. It's like I stopped streaming and started streaming again. That is bizarre. Because I'm only at 2,000 frames. And being that I basically stream 30 frames per second, something weird just happened. Like, I mean, like, the stream disappeared and then reappeared. Okay, whatever. I'm going back to what I was doing. Excuse me. Notice when I'm moving it and it changes, it's yellow. Okay, Nick. Just to let you know, streams are going to be earlier tomorrow. Well, there will be early streams and late streams tomorrow. So, yeah. That's going on. Because I'm off tomorrow. There'll probably still be a later stream. It'll just be, you know, later. Okay, so we want to figure out how we get this thing on here, and the only way to figure that out is to find a path and put a path on here, like that, maybe, and then we can throw... Okay. Okay, fine. No! The whole minute of this is going to be switching back and forth from menus. That's how bad these things have gotten. Like... I don't know what to do anymore. That's awesome. That worked great. Thank you. I'll have to figure out how to do it properly, but that'll work for now. What I want to do is put water back in this thing. Here we go. Overgrowth, overgrowth. We need some overgrowth. Okay, you did it, but you didn't do it where I had it. You did it after I moved it. It doesn't work for me, Planet Coaster. Okay, so what do we do? What are we doing now? So I think I need some type of boardwalk type thing. Like coming off here and maybe leading to two little bridges or something that come across here. And we'll have them closed off, of course. We won't let them, you know, walk down there. That would be crazy. But I'm actually quite happy with the way this turned out. It's like with the rocks. Why the rocks in it? I don't know. It was not my choice. It just did it that way. But with the rocks there, we're at 1,700 pieces. I almost feel as though I should extend this down to here. Maybe this one down to here, but maybe not. Yeah, the thing I don't like right now, though, is I'm unsure what to do about lighting. And I'm almost thinking maybe... Okay, so there's a couple problems we got here. One is I'd like it to look good, and then at night. Like, so at 7 o'clock at night, this thing needs to look good. Well, there is that. And for some reason, there's a light source off in the sky over here. See the shadow? Like, we're basically sitting where there's a light source. Is there a light source? Oh, there's a light source. Never mind. I'll shut up now. That's good. I like that. So maybe what we need to do here, in order to just like tie this together, is make this whole island a lot more spooky. Maybe we'll use mist instead of fog. And I don't know if I want this everywhere. I want it subtly in a few key places, just to make it look spookier. You almost wonder if see, you know, there is the idea of the, you know, the smoke on the water. But the problem with it is, like, it's just too much, really. Maybe that's what we need. Just like a slight amount of smoke on the water. the problem, of course, is this. Now it looks weird. With such a beautiful sunny day and smoke on the water. So I don't know. I almost think that, like, maybe it coming from the island is the best bet. Maybe just like that. I'm questioning these now. No, they need to be there. They need to be there. Okay, well, I think that's okay. I'm good with that. Back to 7 o'clock. Get rid of the menus. Now all we need is a little bit of lighting, and we've got it. But I am going to leave it here today. But you know what we got for the rest of the next time is this lake needs to be all finished off. We need to figure out if we're putting a path across here to the island and back. I think that's what I'll do. You know, we'll just have a real path there. Maybe up, flat piece, down, an area that, and then it'll turn, and then again another up, a flat piece, and down, so that I can decorate in underneath. Like, you know, whoa, hey, in too deep. You know, maybe I could actually just mock that up right now, just so, to get an idea of what it's going to end up being. Is it this? What kind of path I got going on here? No. Thanks Planet Coaster. That's exactly what I did. That's what I did. Yes, I brought the camera out to there. Sorry, I get worked up sometimes. I basically moved on back to building of the park. I still have a few things on my list that I need to do in Blender. Whoops. So they're still definitely to-dos. But why is it doing that? I don't want it to do that. So, yeah. And it won't let me do it. Why? Because the path that I put down is fine. And I really just want to pick up path on the other side of it. But it won't let me do it because it doesn't care that I put down path already. It wants to put the raised piece on the path that I've already put down. I've always wondered why that's a thing. So now when I raise this, it's going to be there. Which is weird to me. No, game, don't do it. Don't do it! No! Bad planet! Bad Planet Coaster! No! Bad planet! See what I mean? It just doesn't care what I want. It has no reason to do what I want at all. It's like, yeah, right. What you want. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Is something like that. We'll build up, not like that because that's awful. I'm gonna have to tear down all the path here to do this and stuff like that. But maybe we'll build this up. We'll make it look like it's a wooden path. We'll build maybe some covered bridges or something. Maybe even not raise it up like this. You know. Sorry, I'll put it back. Leave it level and bring it across. But something like that. I think that's probably the best bet. Some, you know. Let me pull this out. We'll see. I only added that in last time. I don't know what I'm putting here, but I am going to leave this here. I'm definitely getting way off what I started to aim for here. Well, but we mostly got it. Like that to me looks great. Obviously, the bottom of the lake's gonna look better. I have some other water, and they need to look better too. That's something I've started to pay a lot more attention to in Planet Coaster is under the water. So that's all gonna be done, and we'll work on that next time. So yeah, I hate to say I'm leaving it here. We're almost 3 hours. Well, we're 2 hours and 45 minutes in, but I gotta go make me some food because my meal thing from last night did not work out, and it was inedible, and I had to throw it away. So more food tonight. Of course, I eat every day. It's a pain in the butt, but my body demands that I eat every day. So I'm gonna leave this here. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna jump in and do some Far Cry New Dawn in the morning, in the early stream, and we'll see what happens in the late stream. Until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to follow and subscribe and like. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.